One of the things that we emphasize here is really how do our kids maintain a nice balance. If they're not getting enough exercise, if they're not doing the things that they truly love to do on a daily basis, then somehow we're not setting them up for their lifetime of wellness.
Taking care of our children has to always come first. GPA, colleges, nothing matters if kids aren't healthy. We have the privilege of working with Dr. Alexi from iThrive in Longmont.
Basically, if something has more than 6 ingredients in it, it's not optimal. Well, there's correlation with obesity, diabetes, ADHD, depression, anxiety, and cancer. For people who eat fast food, junk food, and soda every day. This isn't food, this is science. Sleep is so intense that if we take an averagely healthy person and we forcibly sleep deprive them for 5 days and 5 nights, by the 5th night, that person will be chemically depressed and very likely will be actively schizophrenic. If I use my bed for sleep, and then I watch some movies on my iPad, I watch some Netflix, and I play some video games, and I do my homework and I'm super stressed out, and I'm having conversations with friends on Facebook, my old brain is gonna be like, this is an entertainment center. It's not gonna realize that it's a place for rest. The mind also struggles because when you're sleep deprived, you become more suggestionable. So if a person is prone towards depression and they're suggestionable because of a lack of sleep, they're more likely to believe whatever toxic thoughts their depressive brain is pumping into their mind. So what we find is that anything less than 5 hours is too little. Anything more than 9 hours is too much. Keeping the bed a sleep-only zone. Exercise is kind of amazing. When you're doing sports as a teenager, most teenagers do them in the company of others. That company creates a sense of unity, like there's a we mentality, W-E. That we mentality, like I belong to this group of people, is like really beneficial to one's self-esteem.
Whether they say it or not, kids are craving your attention and they need that attention to feel loved and supported. It's so hard to put down the technology, to put down our phones, our iPads, to turn the TV off, but it is crucial that we do that. Make a commitment to turn off your cell phones during dinner time or to put them down while you're in the car. A car is a great time to talk to your kids.
Tell me more. That's my favorite line as a parent. Tell me more about that. Don't be afraid to say, I'm worried about you. Don't be afraid to ask them, have you ever thought about suicide? That's a scary thing for a parent to say, but vitally important. We have great resources at Peak to Peak. Don't be afraid to ask and to connect your child with another person who can help them.
How are you making connections at home to be with your family and to have that open communication? To me, that probably means having family meals together or taking that time in the car to talk to your children or to really making that bedtime routine sacred. How do you create balance for your family and for yourself? Academics is only one part of a child's life, and it's really important that we don't prioritize homework above anything else. Balance means feeling that your head and your mind and body are not being pulled too strongly in one direction or the other. Lastly, I want to ask you how you are nurturing your child's spirit at home. It's so important for us to feel that connection with our children and really understand them and embrace them for who they are. We want to understand their strengths and their weaknesses so we can support them and also feel like they can achieve anything they want to and pursue any of the passions that they feel are really important to them.